Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm rather new at this, so bear with me in the beginning until I get my feet wet. Before I start in on what I do and why I do it and how I do it, I'm going to explain my background so you'll understand that I kind of know what I'm doing. I've been in the woodworking industry for over 45 years. It's all I've ever done. I've done some very intricate work for very picky companies. For instance, I started my career making cabinets for Hammond organs and Thomas organs, and their tolerances were ridiculous. But I didn't know any better because I was too young to know any better. It was my first woodworking job. But what I did learn was how to do things the right way, how to really meticulously build things so that they're perfect. And that's how I learned my trade, and I didn't know any better. And I'm glad that I learned from some of the very top people that have been doing it for many, many years. And as a kid, they took me under their wing and decided to teach me what they knew. And I can't thank them enough because it really made my life a lot better in building whatever it is I was going to build. But anyway, this is my shop, and it's not completely set up yet. There's still a few pieces of equipment I haven't gotten yet that I still need to get, but it'll give you an idea of how I'm setting myself up. I'm going to show you some really unique things that nobody else has ever shown you. Down the road, I'm going to show you how to do real-world distressing. Now, there's a few companies out there that are not going to be thrilled knowing that this kind of information is being put out because it is a very well-kept secret to make a piece look like it's 100 years old when it's brand new. And I'm not talking about beating it with chains. I'm talking about the real technique for turning a piece of wood into what you could swear is 100 years old. And I'll show you that down the road, and how to finish properly, and what to use and what not to use for longevity, because there's some things out there that you really don't want to use if you are making a piece of furniture that you're very proud of and you want to be able to hand it down. You don't want a finish that's going to deteriorate and fall apart. And I've seen a lot of that happen. And I've taught some furniture manufacturers how to finish the right way so that their pieces end up beautiful forever. And the other thing that I'm going to show you is my equipment setup and why I set it up the way I do. And that will be the beginning in my next video. I will show you some of my tools, how I set them up, why I set them up the way I do, and how to make your life a lot easier, and how to keep all your fingers. To give you an idea, I've been doing this for over 45 years. I still have my fingers, every one of them, right to the tip. And it's because when I was taught that you respect the equipment, you don't fear it. If you fear a piece of equipment, don't go near it. Stay away from it. If it scares you, it's an accident waiting to happen. And I've seen a lot of videos where people are not using the table saw correctly. And for instance, they've got a 4-inch wide piece of wood that they're running through their table saw with a push stick. And I thought, what are you doing? This push stick is only held at the back edge. The front edge isn't held down. There's no pressure on the front of the board. If you've got even the slightest of dull saws, it's going to throw it in your face. And that's one of the other things that I want to stress. You don't ever want to use a piece of equipment that's got a dull blade on it. It's an accident waiting to happen. The minute your table saw blade starts to get dull, stop, put a new blade on, have it sharpened, whatever it takes. Don't use a dull blade anywhere. That's one of the first things that I was taught. And in subsequent jobs, my boss would say, well, no, it's okay. It's still got some life left into it. I said, I'm sorry. I like my hands. I like my fingers. I want to keep them. The only way I'm running that saw is if there's another blade on there. And that was because I like my fingers, I like my hands, and I was taught the right way, and I want to teach everybody the right way. Now, normally I wouldn't teach you any of this stuff that I'm going to be teaching you because a lot of it's trade secrets. You're going to see stuff you've never seen before. And now that I'm retired and I just tinker, this is my home shop, and I basically tinker in here. I just got through building this house and I'm in the process of building. So I'm building all of my kitchen cabinets. I built a bar. You name it. In this house, I built it. And this is the shop I set up to do all of that. And after the house is complete and I'm done building all the cabinets and everything I want to build for the house, then I'll just come out here and tinker and build things that I want to build. But anyway, that's the introduction to my video. Sorry if I bored you. Like I said, this is my first go around. I'll get better at it. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next video.